So, Borussia Dortmund. Yes, so Mats Hummels said he may not stay at Borussia Dortmund if Edin Terzic is head coach slash manager next season, as basically the tactics of Terzic for Hummels ain't the one. But then Edin Terzic left the club, and then Mats Hummels is leaving as well as not being offered a new contract. So they're both leaving, and Nuri Sahin is set to be the next head coach slash manager probably. And yeah, it's an interesting one. Sahin played for the club. I don't know what type of head coach slash manager he is. This may be 150-50 of another. Edin Terzic, tactical type head coach slash manager, albeit not sure to what level. And Nuri Sahin, don't know what style of play or tactical or what type of manager slash head coach Sahin is, or if he's a gem or to a level, or like, I don't know. So it's an interesting one, but then it is maybe part of a club restructure. Nuri Sahin and Sven Bender, half of the second half of the season, just played on Edin Terzic's coaching team, and Sahin basically as the assistant coach, and basically this is a promotion like of assistant coach to the head coach, like so the head coach slash manager, and yeah, and next season Hans-Joachim Watzke, rather, it's his last season as the CEO on the board of the club next season. The season after next, Lars Ricken played a lot of matches for the club and got big goals, with Borussia Dortmund winning the Champions League trophy that they've won. Is set to be the CEO on the board the season after next, with two financial economic ones in between that Hans-Joachim Watzke has had, and Sebastian Kehl, sporting director. Sebastian Kehl played a lot of matches for Borussia Dortmund. The two economic ones in between, Carsten Kramer and Thomas Tresch, marketing and finance. So yeah, it's but yeah, so basically they're the two economic ones in between, and 1 to 2 of them will probably season after next, with maybe Sebastian Kehl as sporting director. But yeah, maybe the restructure is starting in Hans-Joachim Watzke's last season for the season after, and maybe Sahin as head coach is one of them. But then still got to have an alright enough first season with Sahin as head coach. Like, if he is the head coach next season, but what is that for the board? Is that going to be third and that's the season, and then build from that? Like, I'd rather say like your season just played, Like, Borussia Dortmund got to a Champions League final 2 rounds further than predicted, even after finishing fifth in the league. Like, the top 5 in the domestic one more. Like, they may not win a trophy for a second season in a row. So, win a DFB Pokal next season. A DFB Pokal trophy. Like, trophy equals achievement. But yeah, I'll say the one thing I will say is next season, Borussia Dortmund, after the Champions League final from the season just played, like the start of the next season, Borussia Dortmund have an 84.9 million transfer budget in pounds / 100 million euros straight away. So they haven't got to sell a player like pre-start of a transfer budget. Like, there's a transfer budget straight away. Like, players signed and sold still, but like Jude Bellingham to be sold at a price to Real Madrid and then sign players. But next season it'll be more signing players straight away for any signings. So that is one thing I will say. Youssef Moukoko, Silay Ozcan, Sebastian Haller and Daniel Marlin may be sold, but there'll be an 84.6 million transfer budget even pre that. So there's one thing. So the transfers and the signings will be interesting. Like, potentially the squad next season will have some more right enough player options in the squad. So I'll say there may be alright enough matches and results in the league for points, but I'm not sure if it'll be for competing or winning a domestic trophy next season. So I'll say potentially with player options in the squad next season, I'll say third in the league for next season, but I'm not sure that's going to be competing for the Bundesliga title, winning it, and I'm not sure it's going to be for competing or winning the DFB Pokal, but I'll say third, as there may be alright enough matches and results in the league with points with the player options potentially in the squad next season. So yeah, the transfers, like, that'll be interesting. Like, that's the next interesting thing I'd say, is the transfers for the next season and building for the start of the season. And yeah, like, the top 5 in top tier German football next season will be competitive. Like, Stuttgart have got one of the most talented manager in place, some of the best football, but may have squad adjustments. So they may be second to fifth, I'm not sure. I'll say they'll still be top 5, as they've got a talented enough manager / head coach, but yeah, there'll be squad adjustments. Bayer Leverkusen, I'd say they're slight favourites for another Bundesliga title next season. Unbeaten, no, but if they lose matches, I'll say maybe like 3, but I'm not sure if there'll be a team next, like, I'll say they'll win it for a second season in a row next season with points lead, and they'll be slight favourites, I'd say, at the start of next season. Well, I'd say they'll be slight favourites anyway. And yeah, they may win it with a points lead again. I'm not sure there's a team that'll compete with them for the league. I'll say it may be the one trophy they win next season, but I'll say they may win a second Bundesliga title in a row. And yeah, the rest of the top 5 after that, RB Leipzig, maybe anything from second to fifth. They've got talented players, but I'm not sure they'll have alright enough matches and results to the extent of a title race or competing for the league. DFB Pokal will be their best chance for a trophy. Stuttgart, squad adjustments, but talented manager / head coach made some of the best German football. They'll still be top 5. Pokal, best chance for a trophy as well. Borussia Dortmund's best chance for a trophy next season is probably the DFB Pokal, but I'm not sure if they'll win it next season, even though there is a chance. Bayern Munich, Bayern München. I don't know if I got the head coach / manager for the second season in a row for the club. Like, they're all right enough player-wise to win the league, like, player-wise, but I'm not sure if they'll win a trophy for a second season in a row. So, yeah, like, it may be 2 seasons in a row without a trophy for them. I'm not sure. But, yeah, like, the top 5 from the season just played, that'll be competitive next season. And, yeah, but I'll say, yeah, the transfers for Borussia Dortmund and potential player options in the squad will be interesting. I'll say potentially there'll be options. That's one thing that I'll say, yeah, that's maybe something into next season that will be interesting, to say the least. But there we go.